What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. What's next for Detective Howard? So that will be the topic of discussion in today's video. I want you guys to make sure you check out my last video. Of course, I dropped a video about your girl Jukebox and her devastating blow, which will be happening in the next episode of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, man. And also check out my video I did about Jukebox's mom, going to be played by Latoya Luckett, and that is something that the fans are waiting for, man. We can't wait to see the interactions between Jukebox and her moms. It's going to get crazy, man. So check those videos out. Keep yourself updated on all the latest Power Book 3 Raising Kanan news. And once again, we're going to break down this character. I already broke down everybody else as far as the main characters, as far as what's next for them. So now we begin with Detective Howard, and like we do all the other characters, we give a brief report of what they've been through this season thus far. Now we know Detective Howard, he is trying to catch what? The big fish. That's what he's trying to do. At least at the very beginning of the season, that's what he was trying to do. We know that his captain is telling him all this these corner stops and corner buses and that they are doing. It's just not enough. You know what I'm saying? He needs to do something big, right? Now, of course, he's making deals with Unique, telling him, look, I want you to beat out Rock. I'm pushing for you to win this war. So we know that Detective Howard has issues with Rock. And of course, even when we see them together, we understood that something was definitely up in their past. Now, as I told you guys before, even though your boy Detective Howard is pushing for Unique, he will put Unique under the bus if he has to. And he proved that when Rock gave him the information about Unique's re-up. Detective Howard showed us his true hand, that he will put his job and business first over whatever type of deals he done made with Unique. He don't care if Unique is the winner. All he cares about is his big bust, right? Now, of course, Detective Howard and Rock had a history in the past, and we can see that since, I will say, the first episode. They start talking, he lit her cigarette. I mean, you can just tell the interactions between the two that something was up, but they continue to keep that a secret until episode 5, until they finally decided to tell us the truth, right? Now, we know your boy Detective Howard, he is dying of cancer, and he needs this whole bone marrow transplant, and he needs it right now. Now, when he first finds out, of course, they're testing his family members. No one is a match at all. I mean, they're not matching up. Of course, Detective Howard is trying to act like this is not something that's big. But we know deep down inside, it really is getting to him. He wants to live. He doesn't like this. He doesn't like how his body is changing. The dude got dusted by Scrappy. I mean, he can't even run like that no more. The dude definitely wants to beat this. But of course, he needs this bone marrow transplant, right? So then your boy Detective Howard figures out that Kanan is his son, and Kanan is not Defcon's son. Of course, pulling him over, bringing him in after that fight with Scrappy, getting his real birth date, and realizing that Defcon was locked up in October of 74, and that, of course, Kanan can't be his son. And he put 2 and 2 together, and he said, you know what? He has to be my son, because he was clapping Rock's cheeks around that time, right? So this is when he goes and said, you know what? Let me confront Rock and see why she did not tell me the truth. And this is what we're going to find out eventually down the line, in my opinion, with Detective Howard and Rock. Something definitely went down. Not just the two was hooking up. Something else definitely had to go down for her to say, you know what? I don't want to tell him the truth. What was that reason? Yeah, it's easy to say she didn't want everybody knowing that she was messing around with a cop, but did something else happen? This is why I cannot wait to see the full truth of what really was going down between Detective Howard and Rock back in the day, because it had to be something serious, especially if she did not want to tell him and keep this secret from him. I mean, we gonna see though. Now, of course, your boy Detective Howard, he takes this information about Kanan being his son to his doctor. She tells him, yeah, this is probably the best choice that you're going to have. Yeah, he's not 18, but it can still work. It's still, a good possibility that this can go down, but you have to get, that consent from the guardian. And we already know Rock is definitely not about to let this go down like that at all. She's not going to let it happen. You know what I'm saying? If he went to go ask her right now, she would say, hell nah, it ain't happening. Last episode, your boy Detective Howard was looking at pictures of Kanan, stressing out, eating donuts. I'm like, man, you better think of a game plan. You better think of something to get her to want to help you out. And this is where we get to right now. What's next for your boy Detective Howard? What will he do? Now, Detective Howard is smart. He will come up with a brilliant game plan to get Rock to say, you know what? I'll help you out. Some of you guys say maybe he says, you know what? I can help you be unique. I can help you win this war. All you got to do is help me out. He's going to have to offer Rock everything in order for her to say, you know what? Yeah, I'll consider it. I'll let Kanan know. And see, that's another whole truth of itself that Kanan does not know, because Rock is stressing out because she knows it's going to come. Kanan is going to be pissed off. At the end of the day, even if Rock says, yeah, I'll let you do this, Detective Howard, does that mean Kanan is going to say yes too? No. Kanan can say no. He can say, I'm not doing it. Regardless of what his mom is wanting him to do, he can just refuse. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this task that Detective Howard has is very, very difficult, y'all. Very difficult. Now, of course, I broke down the video about Rock and Detective Howard, the whole age thing about, of course, Detective Howard being probably a little bit too old for Rock back in the day. And of course, things like this still go on in our society today. We see this all the time. Does not necessarily make it right, but it does happen. And back then, we know the laws and all that stuff was completely different from now. Based off Detective Howard's perspective, he said Rock used to love him. So apparently, it doesn't even matter to him how old he was. All I know is this: the dude, based off what they told us in the show, him being on the force for 25 years, this guy was definitely born in the 1940s. You know what I'm saying? If he was born in the 1940s, of course, Rock was born around 1959. They definitely got at least, I would say, 11-year difference at least. And that can be more. You know what I'm saying? It could be more than that. But regardless of all of that, I don't know if they're going to put that in the story, especially based on what we've seen thus far. I mean, Detective Howard does not really seem worried about it. And as I said, this was something, and it is still something that goes on right now. So it may not be that big of a deal, but the truth behind what really went down between Rock and Detective Howard back in the day, that definitely needs to be addressed. Hopefully it is. We gonna see, because Rock definitely did not tell the truth for a reason. Now, Rock does seem like she's shady. She has her own secrets, but I got a feeling she had probably, I would say, a good reason. And like I said, they're making it seem like Rock is the bad person of why she kept this secret, but it's definitely a reason behind all of this. And hopefully Rock is a good one. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she does have a good reasoning why she did this. At the end of the day, we know your girl Rock was 15, 16, messing around with grown folks, messing around with DEF CON. I mean, DEF CON was 20. Your boy Detective Howard was at least 26 plus. You know what I'm saying? So The Rock was definitely moving around. Put it like that. She was young, probably fast, definitely moving around, probably made a lot of mistakes. Some of you guys have even said that maybe Rock did not tell Detective Howard her real age, which could be a possibility. We know this, right? And if that's the case, so be it. But at the end of the day, something went on within the relationship that pissed her off, and she said, I'm not telling you. And that's all I'm trying to see. What really happened? Hopefully they explain that to us as the show continues. But we got to wait and see, man. Hopefully that is the case. But you guys let me know, man. What do you think is next for Detective Howard? How do you think he's going to address this whole bone marrow transplant? Will Rock tell Kanan the truth before he finds out by someone else? And I'm talking about finding out by Detective Howard. Or Will it be too late? Will Detective Howard already be gone? And then Kanan finds out after the fact. Either way it goes, as I told you guys in the past, Kanan will be pissed off at his mother for keeping this secret away from him. And that's a huge thing, man, because Rock has a lot of secrets that she's keeping from her son, and he's going to find out. And I want to know what his reaction is going to be when he does find out the truth. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support. Continue to follow the playlist. Keep yourself updated on all the latest Power Book 3 Racing Kanan news, and I will continue to drop this content each and every day. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.